told you that I want to run away. So it's almost 10 o'clock now at night. I have had a very productive day. I've done 2 massive paintings. One of them, it still has a little bit left to do. I've got just the last bit of acrylic paint to do and oil paint, but the most of it is being completed. And the only reason why I stopped is because I saw a spider in the kitchen and I was just like, do you know what, I cannot be downstairs anymore because I can't get rid of spiders. I have to get my dad to do it all the time, or my mom, and my mom is not here. So I was like, Dad, if you're going upstairs, I'm coming too, because there's no way I'm gonna be downstairs and then have to go out and see something. And I don't feel like sleeping in the living room today. Tonight is not the night for that. So I've just brought a whole load of things upstairs. Got all of my art books, my laptop, keyboard, iPad. Got my oil pastels, mechanical pencil, rubber, and sketchbooks. So I have a lot of things that I can do, and I just want to get all of my ideas out, as I keep on saying, and I've got so many more new ideas now, and I just want to plan loads of different things that I can do, so that way when the morning comes I can just go downstairs and just continue on with my paintings and just do art instead of dilly-dallying trying to think of things. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I've got back into art, and the main reason was because I wasn't doing the art that I wanted to do. When you know your art and you know what type of art you're supposed to be making, it makes staying in the studio and painting for like 40 hours a week, which is the goal for a professional artist, to be so much easier, because you're not trying to force yourself to do something you don't want to do. And I've figured out, well, gone through all of the different things and know my personality type, I know my painting temperament, and I know what I'm starting to get to know what kind of art I enjoy making, and it in terms of how it looks, and it is so much fun. I'm just really enjoying it. I do get distracted a lot, but that is also a part of my temperament, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. I know I can get back to it now, because before, when I was just doing oil paintings and doing things like realism and stuff, which I know I don't enjoy doing, it was so hard for me to continue on. And yes, I took breaks because that's how I am as a person, but I was taking breaks because I didn't want to paint. It was just such an effort, and I never even finished pieces in like one day or one sitting or something. But now that I'm doing things that I love and enjoy, and what's in me that needs to come out, like creating things that I'm supposed to be creating, it's so much easier. And when I take breaks, it's not because I'm not enjoying it, it's because I'm getting more inspiration and just doing other things that I need to do, and it's just been so great. Tomorrow I have a few things coming. I didn't want them to come. I don't like things being delivered on a Saturday, on the Sabbath, so it's kind of sad, but I had to return my guitar because it was in such bad condition when they sent it to me, but I just wanted to play around with it for a little bit. So I'm getting a brand new one, like a fresh one of the same brand and color and everything, so hopefully it's in better condition than the other one, and then I can finally start rehearsing my old songs, making new songs, and just really practicing guitar. So that's going to be a big thing as well. Then I have some spray adhesive coming as well, because I so badly want to put glitter on my artwork, and I couldn't figure out how to do it because I don't want to use PVA glue. That's the only glue I have, and a Pritt stick, but you can't really use that like you can use it for crafts. So I got some spray adhesive, and I'm so excited because I love glitter. So that's gonna be a part of my painting. Cannot wait. Got a few other things, but I can't remember what they are. Anyway, tomorrow I have so much experiments that I want to do, and then videos to edit, and then maybe on Sunday or Monday I am going to resume the 100 drawings, 100 paintings challenge, and I'm gonna put lots of stuff on my Etsy. I'll leave the link to my Etsy in the description if you want to check out my shop, because there's going to be so many new products coming up this week and next week. Next week is the beginning of break week, which is perfect timing because I'll be able to buy the art supplies next week. So then I have like 2 weeks of break week to catch up and do the art that I needed to catch up on, but I pretty much have done quite a fair amount of it anyway. However, I didn't have the retarder or anything, so I'm gonna use the retarder and see what that's like and just enjoy creating pieces. I caught up pretty quickly actually, and I'm really happy about it. Pretty much caught up within 2-3 days, which is amazing. And yeah, I get to use the professional supplies, which I'm so excited to play around with those, but I'm so happy that I just decided to use what I had anyway, and what I have is still good quality. So the only thing that isn't great quality is the inks. That's why I haven't done the ink lessons yet, but eventually next week at the end of next week I'll get the inks, or the week after. But I still have plenty of time, and I'm going to be working on my own projects anyway, so that's great. So now I'm just going to spend some time in my sketchbook, watch a few art club videos, and plan what piece I'm going to paint for art club. I'm probably going to film that video tomorrow because I really want to participate in art club now. The last couple of art club videos, little challenges that I saw, that I was still a part of art club, but I just, because I was so far removed from art, thinking that I didn't like art anymore, I didn't do any of those pieces. I'll participate, but now I know that I do still like art, and I still love art, sorry, but it's just I didn't know what I was supposed to be painting. That's why I just had so much resistance going into my art space to do things, because I was just felt so defeated just seeing that oil painting and just knowing that I haven't completed it. But it's only because that's not my style, so it's absolutely fine. I've learned so much about myself in this past 2 days, and it's been crazy. Like, wow, it's a lot, like a lot, and it's just made me question a lot of things as well, but we'll go into that when it's time. I'm gonna just listen to some music, chill, do some drawings, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So I spent the morning just getting myself like researching, watching a few art related videos, and now I'm just downstairs just preparing myself for the day. I actually already did a bit of painting because I was looking at my breakthrough piece. This is my breakthrough piece, and I'm gonna talk about it a bit. And I was looking at it, and the tiger looked like it was floating, so I just put a bit of black around the side of his chin there, and it looks so much better now. So I took a few pictures, that's why I'm all dressed up, and now I'm going to do some paintings. I want to continue on with my 100 drawing 100 painting challenge, so I'm going to do quite a few of those, and then I'm going to film a few of them, because if I'm doing something for the day, I don't want to film everything that I'm doing for that day, because that's just going to take forever and I'm not going to be able to do any other things, because filming takes a long time, especially the way I do things. So and then I also want to do I want to make some collage papers for my pieces. So I'm going to take lots of different paper, paint on them, do experiments, try new things, and then I can use those for some more art pieces. I've just got so many ideas, and today's just gonna be like an experimentation day. And I will also want to do some writing as well, like write some poetry for my pieces, and so that I can collage those as well. I just want to have different bits of things that I enjoy all in one, because as I said, art, music, fashion not as much anymore, and writing are all my favorite things. And my goal since I went to college was to merge all of those together, and that is something that I will continue to do. At first I went through so much because I always thought, oh, I was supposed to only choose one thing, so that's why I just kind of went down the rabbit hole of choosing like one thing to pursue at a time. And then I would be like, but I love this thing, and then I'll go back and change it, and it looked like I was very inconsistent with what I wanted to pursue. But it wasn't that I was inconsistent, it's that I want to do all of them, but I just thought I have to choose one thing. And I've realized now I don't have to choose one thing, and I won't be choosing one thing. Yes, art is going to be like the main thing, but it's not going to be all of it. I'm going to merge everything into the one, which is just so lovely that I don't have to split myself. I can just do it all, and that's why I was feeling so depressed that other day. I can't remember what day it was now. I was just so sad and feeling so down because I thought I had to choose. And I was like, well, I want to pursue music as well. That's always been a goal of mine. I want to work on new songs, but I can't because I'm on an art course. So should I stop doing art, or do I stop doing music? What do I do? And I want to write, but I shouldn't. But why shouldn't I? As long as I'm making the time for all of the things and I'm not neglecting anything that I should be doing, and if they're all going to inform each other anyway, why not do them? So I am going to do all of them, and you'll see that more and more. I just cannot split myself anymore, and that's why I have so many different Instagram accounts. That's why I had so many different blogs and websites, and so many YouTube channels, because I thought, oh, people don't want to see all of these things, so let me just split myself into all of these different things. And now I'm just thinking, no, Nia, that's the whole reason why I changed the name from all of those different things that I had to just my own name, because these are all makes up a part of myself, and it makes sense to me. So if it doesn't make sense to anybody else, I don't know. I have to do this. I just know I do. So yeah. Hello beautiful people. So it's Sunday today. I've been at work all day, got home about an hour ago, just had a little light lunch. I say lunch, it really should be dinner, shouldn't it? But you can't eat too heavy if you're going to bed soon. Anyhow, I just spent some time just watching a few YouTube videos, just really trying to think about different things that were in my head and trying to formulate the answers. That's kind of what I do quite a lot, is not even just watching YouTube, but just whatever things I have in my head, I try to think about the answers of them. And at work I have so much time to think. It's kind of crazy, but you have all of these different thoughts, but you're trying to focus as well, so you don't really get to have all the answers that you want to. So I try to have the answers before I go to sleep, or else it's just not gonna be a great night. I'm not gonna be able to sleep because I'm thinking too much. So I just finished filming a video. This is probably like the third or fourth time that I filmed this video, and even written down the words. I even voice noted everything that I wanted to say, and I've just been going through it over and over again. Even when I was at work today, I was just going over and over it because it's so important for me to share, and I'm gonna share it on my Instagram, and I'll probably even do like a separate video just going really in depth of it, because one thing that I've noticed, well, something that I've been kind of on the fence about is how much I share things, because I'm the kind of person that I don't really mind sharing my story if it will help somebody else. And the more I look around and I see people who I used to know or used to see often and I don't see anymore, and like just in general things that are happening in the world, then I think to myself, they are going through, like some of those people are going through the same thing that I went through. And a big thing that I think is that if I was so vocal in the decisions that I made in the past, and some of them, they didn't turn out the way I wanted, or I didn't think it was a good decision, then why shouldn't I be just as vocal to tell people the truth about those things? It probably saved some people a lot of time trying to figure things out when somebody who's gone there and done it and you know, lived that can just share that. And then there's the other side of me. I was like, well, why am I sharing so much? But so I'm kind of like on the fence about it. So I really had to think about what I was going to say and just cut out different bits, because I'm like, do I really want to share that, or should I share that? Again, I really don't have an issue with sharing certain things, but I don't want to have to explain why I said certain things, if you get what I mean. So anyway, I eventually finished filming like a version of that video that I'm happy with, and I'm gonna edit it now, and I really want to upload it today as well. So I'm going to do that after this bit, because I just really feel like it's important. And especially if God has shown me something and he shared things with me, then he didn't just share it just for me to know, he shared it for me to share with others. And this particular thing anyway, there is no way that I can keep it to myself, because how could I keep that to myself? That's really selfish. And because I know that I'm not the only one who's gone through this thing. And again, on Instagram, I'm not going to share the in-depth version, but if people want, I can make like a specific YouTube video for that, because I just really think it's so important that people know this and don't feel alone and can be encouraged and motivated and uplifted. So anyway, moving on. I also have some packages. We like packages, art related packages. This one is extremely important, and I'll explain why. It's so annoying. But yes, I have a whole thing of screws, mini screws to be exact, because my camera keeps on breaking, as in they put two minuscule screws in there that just keep falling out. I don't really have a screwdriver that will fit in it, so I can't really put it back in. And when they drop on the floor, might as well get a metal detector to try and find it, because it's only every now and then I will see where it's fallen, or if I know whereabouts it was, then I can find it. But this time I have no clue, and I just went, you know what, I can't keep doing this, let me just get myself a set so that I just have backup. And it comes with a screwdriver as well, so that's perfect. Next, this is like the most exciting thing ever. It's better work, you know, because I got myself some instant spray adhesive. So it is spray on glue, and the only reason why I got this is because I love glitter and I want to put glitter on my pieces, but just haven't found a way to do it yet. And then I think I saw somebody with some spray adhesive and I went, oh, that could work. It was Milan that I saw with some sort of spray adhesive, and because I can't put PVA glue on my pieces or Pritt stick, so I had to think of something, and I'm gonna try this. I want to do a few experiments actually. I might do that today as well, because what better way to end the day than throwing a bit of glitter everywhere. So I'm definitely gonna test this out on some small pieces of paper because I just really want to see if this will work. I really want to put some glitter on here, but I don't want to ruin it now. Well, not ruin it, but I don't want to experiment on it because it's a really special piece to me, which you'll know if you check out my Instagram, which is linked in the description. Lastly, I have this stencil. This is just for like spray paints, so that should be fun. And I really wanted this print, and I want some interesting prints. At the moment I'm just using lace, and I love using lace, different types of lace, because my grandma gave me some lace, so I love to put that in there and have pieces of her in my art. And then I inherited like so much lace from my nan, and it's nice to be able to use that within my art as well. So we've got some cool pieces here. I'll insert a little video clip of what glitter designs that I come up with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and it's just been so nice to make these videos again, these vlogs, and just have like such a different outlook on everything, because I truly like feel like I'm understanding where I'm going with art, and that I had to go through the different things that I went through to get to this point, to really appreciate where I am, but also to really understand where I am. Because there's one thing in just going through a course and then be like, okay, now I know these skills and stuff, but then when you really have to like fight your way through things and really break yourself apart and put yourself back together again, and just really be nitpicky with different things, knowing, okay, this works, this doesn't, this one applies to me, this doesn't, this makes sense, this doesn't, this explains what I was like all those years ago and how I've ended up here. Like, you really just start to break things down and really understand things, and it kind of solidifies that goal and that drive that you had at the beginning of why you got yourself into this place and why you want to get to this particular place there. Because I can say, oh yeah, I just want to be a professional artist, and that's cool, that's a great goal, but then as you're going through it, they're like, is that really what I want? Do I really like art? I don't understand what, because it's such like a wide goal when you think about it. Like, if you really deep it, it doesn't actually, like, yeah, I want to be a professional artist, but what does that necessarily mean? And now my goal has changed more, and it's not like I just want to be a professional artist. I want to find my style, I want to find my techniques, I want to know my process, I want to know what makes me different as an artist, and being a professional artist as in like what makes me unique, what makes me different to other professional artists, kind of thing. Well, I'm not explaining it very well, but there's a lot of things that I think goes into it more than just a sentence, is what I mean. Because to me, I was just thinking of it as a sentence, like, oh, I just want to make money from my art. That's great, and that's a good goal, but I can make it a better goal that drives me and motivates me more, because that goal, like, I kind of gave up on it after a while, because I was just thinking, well, I don't really enjoy art, I'm not enjoying this, so maybe that's not what I want. Maybe I don't want to paint a lot because I struggled to motivate myself to do oil painting, unrealistic painting, so maybe that's not what I want to be. But actually, yeah, it is what I want to be, but just not that type of artist. That is not my thing to do. Mixed media is my thing to do, so I want to be a professional mixed media artist. And when you kind of make those discoveries, it makes it so much easier. And for me to be even in here now and getting ready to like even edit videos, do some experiments with different art materials and stuff, when I've just done like 12 hours at work, is like so different from where I was at the beginning of this course. Because like I would only do art on my days off. There was no way that I was spending time after work to even film, to even make separate videos to edit, to take pictures, do social media posts, to answer emails, to do art, do painting. Like, there was no way that I even had that kind of energy. And even now I'm still tired, but I know that I would not be happy if I went to bed not doing any art related thing. And that's because I know what my goal is now properly, and I know how to get there, and I know why, and all those different things. I have the answers to those things that I needed the answers to questions that I didn't even know I needed to ask until I got to this point. So it's just, wow, there's a lot. But anyway, yeah, so it's break week now, which gives me a lot of time to catch up with things so I can get the supplies and just really start working on my voice and doing more experiments, trying new things with mixed media, and just really getting to know my materials and which things I enjoy using the most. At the moment, I'm enjoying the spray painting, I'm enjoying the mixture of everything. I know I don't like to use isolated elements, which is perfect. So now I want to experiment with different things, work on my projects. So you're going to see that a lot in the next coming vlogs, which is great. So we've got 2 weeks of those kind of experimental vlogs of me doing art, and then there's obviously a few separate videos that I plan on doing as well with art club as well. So stay tuned for those. A lot of content coming, and I am actually going to put out that content because I have so many videos still that I have already filmed. I just need to edit them, and I said, oh yeah, I'm going to put out so much content. But I was just in that mood where I was thinking I don't like art, but it turns out I actually do. And I do enjoy creating art. I just know what type of art I like creating now. So that's great. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.